We appreciate the dad jokes, by the way. Those are always great. So obviously, big things are happening in the world right now. You really couldn't pick a better time to be alive in terms of what's going on with technology. I think of the trends that we've gone through with the dot-com boom, with the mobile revolution, with cloud computing, and now with AI. The opportunity to use data to inform personalized experiences has never been better. And consumers are not just wanting it, they're expecting it. 76% of consumers are looking for personalized experiences, and they're expecting their financial services provider to offer that. It's not the case in retails. So retailers, consumers are a little bit hesitant to offer up their information because they're scared. But banking is a little bit different, right? Banking has trust. It's always been the thing that separates financial institutions from other organizations, is that they care and trust the consumer, particularly in the community banking space. So we built Finalytics.ai to tap into all this data that's being created around consumers' interests, every touch point, every transaction, every point of behavior, and we ingest that data to inform a personalized segment of one digital experience. We're delighted to be joined here today with our client, Josephine Chu, who's the CMO of San Francisco Fire Credit Union. I'm Craig, and this is Mark. We're the founders of Finalytics. And Josephine is going to share with us a little bit why she selected Finalytics to help her achieve these goals and make things happen in the digital channel.
Thank you for having me. San Francisco Fire is all about growth. It's about membership, geography, share of wallet, and of course, a mad dash towards deposits, as all of you, along with all of you. I am competing with 132 financial institutions in the Bay Area while caring for both firefighters and the general public. So I need to know my audience really, really, really well. And of course, it all has to be done through digital. You are all familiar with the financial news cycle that's been going on right here in my backyard. And it has caused a transfer of money, of billions of dollars of money changing hands. And so we're partnering with Finalytics to make sure that we have to make sure that people continue to be aware of us, and to make sure that our brand message of brand safety and stability continues to go out there. And most importantly, I want people to understand how well San Francisco Fire know their financial behavior.
Awesome, thanks, Josephine. So a little bit of background. So Mark was just showing the link that we have to advertising. So when a user here in San Francisco is doing a search for too big to fail and reading about that in Wall Street Journal, we've got advertising that's driving people to the San Francisco Fire site. When they do get there, we've got messaging that is related to that kind of concern, right? So we're talking about safety, we're talking about security, and we're trying to do our best to pull in those assets that are looking for a new institution to join. Additionally, Mark is going to log in and show how that we're able to offer up personalized experiences based on region. So San Francisco, we've got about as far west as we can go, but we can certainly go north, we can go east, and we can go south. And each one of these communities in the San Francisco Bay Area is unique. And we've, in Finalytics, have the ability to offer up an experience that is targeted to the uniqueness of each of those geos.
That's right. So when visitors come from these new areas that San Francisco Firefighters is moving into, like Marin or San Mateo, what they're going to see is localized imagery, localized content, so that the first message that they start to see is, hey, we can support you where you're at, we're in your neighborhood.
That's great. And then additionally within that, we've got the ability to go and speak to a variety of audiences. And San Francisco Fire is interesting because their origin was being focused on supporting firefighters in the community here in San Francisco. They've since expanded their charter to support all communities, all people that live and worship in the Bay Area. But we've got a unique challenge, right? We've got to offer up experiences that are targeted to those correct segments. So content that's relevant to a firefighter and content that is also then relevant to a local community. Mark, can you show us how we're doing that?
Yeah, so the platform comes with pre-existing segments, but then we also have the ability to add in new segments based on things like CRM data, online banking data, and map those segments to specific products.
And it's the flavor of the day, right? AI has opened up the door to personalize a lot of things, but it puts a lot of effort and a lot of emphasis on the ability to generate content. So we've integrated with OpenAI to be able to output content that is relevant to each one of those constituencies, basically getting to a place where we can have an experience that is truly a segment of one experience. Mark, can you show us how we do that in the platform?
Yeah, so if I come in here and say I want to promote a new product, the high yield savings, and I can enter in some segment data such as Bay Area firefighters or Marin County, it will immediately start to generate copy for specific areas on the site.
One of the interesting challenges in financial services is that we know a lot about the consumer, right? We have a ton of information to be able to inform personalized experience, particularly if it's an existing customer, right? Every transaction, every account owned. The problem is, oftentimes in digital channel today, there's this kind of mass marketing of products. So the CEO says, our objective is to raise liquidity, which means that every promo should be focused on CDs, for example. But that's not really the best strategy, because a lot of people can't afford a CD. A lot of people aren't the right fit for a CD. A lot of people already have a CD. So we want to make the best that we can of this opportunity we have to engage with this captive user, and we're doing that with products owned marketing. Mark, can you show us how we're doing that?
Yeah, here's an example. I've come to the SF Fire site. I'm a member. It knows that I have a checking savings account, but it knows I don't have an HSA, and so it promotes that. If I were, say, a different visitor, somebody that maybe had many CDs with higher balances, it might promote something along the lines of this, of showing an IRA with some tax incentives.
Awesome. And so solutions like this are fantastic, but the real question is, what kind of results do you achieve? And one of the great things about having Josephine on stage with us today is that you can share with us how the performance is in the channel and share with the audience how we're doing.
Yeah. With Finalytics, without Finalytics, my application completion rate is 5.5 times better. It's good enough for me.
Thank you guys very much. If there was a mic drop, we would drop it. That's 5x performance. Thank you very much. Look forward to talking to you in the vendor area.
Thank you.